Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's late Friday afternoon. It's the start of a 3-day weekend. Miss Percy is out of town for a couple of weeks visiting the grandkids, so I've got 3 days to work in the garage, guilt-free. Hoo-ah! What I want to try to focus on this afternoon is to try to finish off installing the custom dynamic stuff that they sent me. I want to get the lighting taken care of. So I want to replace the LED, or replace the TriBar light with a new LED TriBar light from Custom Dynamics. Also put in the low profile bag lights that they sent me, and then install the magic strobe to get a flash pattern going. As you can see, I've already kind of started working on the bike. I got rid of the reflector. I've got to put the license plate back on. But for now, what I want to do is start putting this baby on. It's the ProBEAM Run and Brake LED TriBar. Now, to give you some idea of kind of a before and after, let me start the bike and we'll take a look at what the stock TriBar looks like. If you saw the first video I did regarding Custom Dynamics, you know I've already put the ProBEAM turn and brake signals in. This is what the standard stock TriBar light looks like, and that's a straight up running light. The ProBEAM LED TriBar light that we're going to install from Custom Dynamics is both a run and a brake light. You don't need a lot of tools to do this install. We need a T25 Torx bit. We need a small ratchet with a 7/16 deep socket. And then you're going to want some kind of lighting source here because we got to get up underneath the fender. So whatever lighting you've got, bring it to the table. I'm going to grab my GoPro real quick and then we'll see if we can light this so I can walk you through the steps that we're going to go through to do this installation. All right, we're under the fender here. This is the back of the stock TriBar light. There's a plastic cover on the back here we're going to remove first, and that's going to expose 2 wiring plugs, one on this side, one on that side. And then right up at the top, if you can see that, there is, let me move the light. Right at the top there, there's the nut that we're going to use the 7/16 extended socket or deep socket to remove. The reason we want the deep socket is because it just lets us get to it a lot easier. Then underneath this black cover, Then underneath this black cover up there and up there, there are 2 bolts that we need the T25 Torx to remove. So let's step through that. We're going to remove this cover first. It just snaps off. And then we're going to take out that 7/16 nut up top and then the 2 bolts. All right, I can't get that the top piece of that plastic part to come off, so I'm just going to take the bolt off up here. Hey, check it out. We finally got this piece of shit off. So I don't know what the trick was with this. I guess when I get the TriBar out, we'll take a look to see how that's hooked up top there. Whoops. But once you get this piece off, then it's pretty easy to reach the rest. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take out this cable and this cable. I've already taken off that 7/16 bolt that's holding the wiring harness in way up there, if you can see that or not. That's up top. And then the next thing that we're going to do is then to take out this little bolt there and one on the other side with the T25 Torx bit. The T25 bits can be a bit of a bitch to get a hold of. They're right here, setting right on top of that black piece. You just need to work your way in there, and then there's one on this side and there's one on the other side over there. That's what holds the TriBar into place. So once we get those 2 out now, we'll be able to drop this whole thing right out. This is the old unit that we just pulled out, and those T25s were right here and right there. So as you can see from the video, they're a little difficult to get to, but you'll get them out. The good news is this is the new unit that we're going to put in from Custom Dynamics. Look how much cleaner that is than the stock. Pretty low profile, not a lot of stuff in your way. There's one port and there's the other port where the wiring harness is going to go. You don't have that big black piece of plastic covering stuff up in the back. The next step is to remove this plastic from the LED TriBar from Custom Dynamics, line it up inside the fender, and then we're going to take those T25 Torx bolts or screws that we took out, and we're going to put them back in place here to hold the light in place. So let's go do that, and then we'll pick it up from there. Before I put the new unit in, let me just do a clean shot here so you can see from the inside of the fender the area that we've been working with. Here's that 7/16 bolt that holds the, or where that bolt holds the wiring harness in place. I've already put that back up on there because we're going to tighten that down once we get the new TriBar in. And here are the posts where the T25 Torx bit bolts or screws go. All right, so now the next step then, like I said, is just to take this, we're going to line this up, put it in place, the new one, and then put these two Torx T25 screws in place to hold it up. So we're all buttoned up with the Custom Dynamics LED TriBar. Looks really nice and tidy. A couple of things to remember when you're tightening up those T25 bolts. Don't over tighten, they're going in the plastic, so you don't want to break the plastic casing. The other thing is the cables, the lighting cables will only go in one way. They're keyed, so if you're having trouble sliding the cable in, don't force it, just flip it over and try it the other way. They only go in one way. So to be totally honest, the install of the Custom Dynamics TriBar light went in super fast, like a fraction of the time it took to get the one from the stock one from Harley-Davidson out. When I was mentioning in an earlier video that one of the reasons that I really love Custom Dynamics products is because of the design and the elegance and the simplicity and everything. This is a really good example. This is really a clean install, really fast. You can get to the bolts very cleanly, very quickly. You don't have to muck around with it like you do with the stock light. Now that this is in, let's go up top and take a look and see how the light looks.
One more quick tip here. I did find that it was easier for me to deal with those T25 screws if I took the saddlebag off. So I was able to get a little different angle than if I was trying to do that with the saddlebag on. So let's take a look at the lights. Everything's off obviously right now. We have the ProBEAM Custom Dynamics LED turn signals and brake lights, and now we have the Custom Dynamics TriBar LED light. So let's fire this bad boy up. Damn, Sam. Man, those look really good. Really good. That is so much brighter than what we had with the stock TriBar. But this is just the running light. So one of the added advantages here with going with this TriBar light from Custom Dynamics is that it's also a brake light. Let's put on the brakes. I tell you, that is so much better with the brake lights than just that stock TriBar. Definitely a lot more safe than what I had before. So that's it. I'll try to take a picture here to see if I can get a better exposure, because this looks a little washed out on the video. Anyway, that's that piece. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and install the low profile bag lights, which are the sequential turn signals as well. That's really cool. So let me know if you have any questions down below. Until the next video, peace.